If you love gnomes, you're going to want to watch today's video because I've got a book to share with you that is full of gnomes. Hi, I'm Kim Jamison Hurst of Chatterbox Quilts, and today I'm taking a look at quilted gnomes for your home, and it's by Annie's Quilting, and it is full of gnomes. Okay, gnomes seem to be the latest thing, and there are some really cute designs in this book, so let's take a look at what is in it. All different kinds of projects. The first one she has is called Gnomes All Around. So this is a square quilt. It's only 29 inches square, so it's not huge. And you can see you've got the little gnomes going around the center block there. And they're not, I was going to say they're not Christmassy. I think of gnomes and Christmas all the time. They're not Christmassy. You could make them Christmassy if you wanted to, because it looks like they're wearing, it looks like a little Santa hat already. So by choosing your fabrics accordingly, you can make this into a Christmas design if you wanted to, or any other time of the year, of course, they would work too. This one is called Mystical Friends. This is actually a baby quilt. So again, very simple piecing in this one, not difficult at all, but you got the little gnomes in there, so very cute. Something that will probably really resonate with the baby when it gets a little bit older and realizes what they are. I think this would also be a great quilt to include some fabrics, sort of like I Spy fabrics. Maybe you do that in the gnomes, their little hats, or maybe even some of the other blocks here. And I think that'd be really cute and be something that would not just be a baby quilt, but they could keep, when they're a toddler as well. This is actually a 36-inch by 43-inch quilt, so not very large, baby size, but you could also add a few extra rows if you wanted to increase the size of it. I really like this table runner. I've seen this in different places, and it was one of the main reasons why I bought this book, actually. It's called Gathering of Gnomes. It's a table runner. It is 12 inches by 42 inches. It has these wonky star blocks in it. They're not very big. They're only 3 inches squared. So a great place to use up some of your scraps, perhaps. And you've got gnomes at either end. So good size applique pieces. Simple applique. If you're someone who hasn't tried Fusible Web Applique, this would be the perfect project for you. Here's what it looks like, as you can see, and I can see having all kinds of different prints in here. She's gone with the grays here, but you could do different kinds of prints in here if you wanted to. Maybe, again, even some Christmas prints. Like I said, I think of gnomes, I think of Christmas. But this is a really fun little project to make. The wonky star block is something that's really fun to make as well. You don't have to be precise with it, and it's something you could use in other projects too once you learn that technique. Speaking of another table runner, here comes Magical Garden. This one is actually 54.5 inches by 20, so a little bit bigger, and you've got the little gnomes with their houses, their little mushroom houses. They're all holding little hearts, very sweet. You could change this to whatever fabrics you would like to have it seasonal if you wanted to as well. I mean, I could certainly see this as a Valentine's Day one with the hearts, but it doesn't have to be. Also very cute. And again, simple applique. And you can see the different templates she's got here. These are all full size, so you don't have to worry about enlarging them. That's something else I appreciate in design, because who wants to have to go and get them enlarged 200% or 400%, right? So you can see all the different little pieces here, all at full size. And that's for everything in the book too. This one's called Gnome Appetit, and this is a little pot holder. I thought it was really cute. I like to look at designs and see what else I could do with them. So yes, it's a pot holder. It's 8 inches square, but that could be something that you could make into a wall hanging, or maybe even you put on the side of a placemat. Maybe you don't put it as a wooden spoon if you didn't want to, but you could do that, or you could make it into a table runner. I would have them, going in opposite directions, sort of, and have maybe 5 of them to make a table runner, and I think that'd be really cute too. Again, you've got the full-size applique templates, I should say. And then this is called Gnomes for the Holidays. So here we come to a Christmas project. Yay! Okay, so this is actually a little placemats, and you can see you've got one that's like a little Santa and one that's like a little tree. So I thought they were very cute. And again, even though these are placemats, you could certainly combine them and make them into a table runner. You can see what they look like here. I thought the polka dots on the binding is really quite a cute use of that type of fabric. Dots or stripes work really well for binding too, but they're quite cute and very simple quilting in those too. This is another quilt. This is actually a 64-inch by 74-inch, so a really good size quilt. And this is called Go Big or Go Gnome. I guess that explains the size of the quilt. So you've got 2 blocks in here. You've got the gnome block and you have the snowflake block. Again, simple piecing, but very effective. And I really like that snowflake block. I could see using that in other projects too. This is going to be a lot of stitching and a lot of cutting, but very simple construction, so they're quite cute. Here we have some ornaments. 3 different ornaments here. These are called Forest Gnome Trio, and these are more of a fall theme, of course. And I thought they're really cute with the little acorn hats and the mushroom and the pine cone. Okay, the 3 little ones here with the little gnomes. There's some hand embroidery on these, but again, very simple hand embroidery. If you don't know how to do hand embroidery, you could probably use stitches on your sewing machine too. But the hand embroidery is very simple, and it doesn't take long to whip these up because there's very little detail on them. You could make these with either wool, or you could make them with regular 100% quilting cotton, and that would work well as well. That would also work well. There we go. Okay. One of the last ones in the book here is called the Sewing Room Gnome. So these are quite cute because who doesn't want a gnome in their sewing room, right? So this is actually made with some wooden pieces and a thread spool, and you're making a little hat for them and a little decoration. So if you have someone who's a sewist or a quilter, this would be a really cute little gift to make. And what I think would be fun is to pick out colors, or fabrics I should say, that would match their sewing room or match the colors of fabrics that they really like. So you can certainly customize these, personalize these as gifts. So there's a whole bunch of fun gnome projects in Quilted Gnomes for your home. And if you're interested in more details about the book, please check in the description below because I have a link to the book there for you. And you can even get your own copy if you wish to do so. Thanks for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to share it with your quilting friends. And remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified the next time I release a new video. And before you go, check out these other videos I've included just for you. For more helpful quilting information, please go to my website at www.chatterboxquilts.com.